All right, high school bowlers, practice time is now up. No more throwing shots. When your arrows come up, you will be in match play. This is week number 8 of 12. Again, next week in Plainview for varsity members, JV is here. I'm just repeating myself because we have some people coming in late. Plainview next week, JV is here, February 8th, pictures. So if you want to buy pictures, you can certainly do that. All right, when your arrows come up, you're in match play. Good luck and good bowling.
I know.
Perfect, thank you.
I stopped my issues before coming and I got 2 meetings. Just because no. Yeah, but they got
All right, welcome to West Texas High School Bowling. We are in match number 8, week number 8 of a 12-week season. Today on 11 and 12, we've got Shallow Water going up against Coronado, Lubbock Coronado. On 13 and 14, we have got Plainview going against Smyre, Texas. 11 and 12, the Shallow Water Mustangs against the Coronado Mustangs. It's Mustang on Mustang battle. And on 13 and 14, the Plainview Bulldogs and the Smyre Wildcats. Ought to be some good bowling today. It ought to be really, really close all the way down to the end. These are teams that are on the lower end of the standings right now, battling for a place to go to regionals. So it ought to be a good match on both sides, I'm hoping. Just so you guys know, Shallow Water right now is in 11th. Coronado is in 12th. And then Smyre is in 7th. Plainview right now is in the 6th position. That's the unofficial standings. On the official standings, it's Shallow Water 9, Coronado 10, Plainview 4, and Smyre 5. So whoever wins this match between Plainview and Smyre is going to kind of get tied for that 5th spot to go to regionals. So a little bit of a battle going on there. Right now, the official standings for high school bowling in the West Texas district. Monterey, Lubbock Monterey sits in first place. They are 6-0 with 89 points. Lubbock Cooper Varsity is in second place. They're 5-1 with 86 points, only 3 points behind. Friendship is in third. They are 5-1 with 83 points, just 3 points back of Lubbock Cooper Varsity. In fourth place right now is Plainview at 3-2. with 56 points. And Smyer is in 5th place at 2-3 with 44 points. Estacado, Lubbock Estacado is in 6th, is also 2-3 with 34 points. In 7th is Lubbock High at 2-3 as well with 30 points. Then in 8th place is the West Texas Co-op. 9th place is Shallow Water, and 10th place is Coronado. So the way this works as far as going to regionals, there's 2 factors. Matches 1. Again, Monterey is 6-0, and Lubbock Cooper is 5-1. Friendship is also 5-1, so they are tied. So to break the tie, we go to points. So match points throughout the entire season is added up. And right now, Cooper has the edge over Friendship because they have 86 points, and Friendship has 83 points. So when they're playing the matches, all points matter to break ties. If there is still a tie at the end of the season, we will go to a 1-game roll-off, 1 Baker game roll-off, which has a chance. If Monterey loses to Friendship when they play on February 8th, if Monterey loses to Friendship, then that will give 3 teams at 5-1 or 6-1 in theory. So there could be a tie. Could be interesting coming down to the end here. We'll be talking about the kids as we go along. They are just now getting started. They are both of them in the first frame. You can keep score at home if you would like. I wish we had a way to keep score for you, but we just do not. I will update you on scores throughout the afternoon and tell you where they are in the match for those that are new to the live stream and how this will work. Well, if you're new to matches with high school bowling, here's kind of how this works. This first section takes a couple of hours. It is the longer portion of it. They are bowling individual games. And they are bowling an individual game against another person from the other team. So if they beat that person in 2 games total pins, they will get a point. Then we add up all the scores from all the games bowled, which would be 10 from each side. We add up all of those, and whichever team has the most total pins will get 2 points. So there's 5 bowlers on a side. Those are 1 point apiece and 2 points for totals. So giving them a total of 7 points in this first section. You cannot lose or win a match in the first section. Second section is Baker games. Baker games are where each bowler on each team will bowl 2 frames. The first bowler will bowl the first and the 6th, the second and the 7th. Third bowler will bowl the 3rd and the 8th frame. The fourth bowler will bowl the 4th frame and the 9th frame. And the cleanup bowler, anchor bowler, will bowl the 5th frame and the 10th frame. There's 4 of those Baker games worth 2 points apiece. You're bowling the team on your pair. So Shallow Water will be bowling Coronado and Plainview will be bowling Smyer. If you win that game, you get 2 points. Then we add up all 4 games for a total, and that is worth 2 points, giving 10 points in this section. So 17 points for the entire match. All right. Got people looking over my shoulder, which I don't do well with. And as we go along today, I will be giving you some background, some information about some of the bowlers. So hopefully that will be as much as I know anyway. Some of these bowlers I've known for 4 years. So some of them are kind of new to high school bowling. So I Don't know as much about them as some of the other ones. We're gaining some following right now. Welcome to West Texas High School Bowling. And match number 8. Next week, we will be in Plainview, Texas. Hopefully, we will be able to live stream from Plainview. I have not checked that out to make sure we can certainly do that, but hopefully we will be able to do that. The 12 varsity teams that we do have will be traveling to Plainview, Texas, and bowling in their center. Don't know if I'll be commentating on that one. We may do a wide shot and try to get as many lanes as possible so everybody can see. We'll see how that works out. All of West Texas High School Bowling is bowled at Whitewood Lanes. You can see that right in front of you. I do have the score sheets at the top of the screen, but I'm not sure you can read them. All right. Let's start talking about bowlers. Right now on lane 12 is Daniela Aguelos. She is new this year to West Texas High School Bowling. I know she's having a really good time. Coming up on 11 is Donovan Marino. He is also new to West Texas High School Bowling. Matter of fact, pretty much the whole Coronado team is brand new. They lost 4 bowlers last year. They only have 1 returning bowler from last year. So they have 4 brand new ones. Lola Bridges is on lane 12. Donovan Moreno took 1 off the left. He got the 7-pin out of there. Let's see what he can do with the rest of this. That's a little bit better, just leaving a 5-pin. That's okay. And Lola does not convert her spares. We are going to be working on spares on Tuesday night. That is for sure, for sure. All right, stepping up on 11 is going to be Eli Martinez. He is brand new to West Texas High School Bowling as well. I think he is a senior, too. So this will be his first and last year. I think he's having a good time. Taps the 7-pin, but it doesn't go down. Avery McCauley on lane 12, and it doesn't hook out of the gray boards. Trey Gayton on lane 13 with a big strike right there. Maddie Sinclair steps up on lane 14. Let's see what Maddie can do. Eli's going for his spare, does not convert. Maddie, that's going to be close. Crossing over, she's going to leave a 1-3-9. And Avery goes right and then left. Nahima. Okay, Nahima, I've been talking good about you all year long, and then you go and do something like that. Maddie Sinclair for her spare pickup on 14. Kessler Gonzalez on lane 11. 1-2-8-9. Aiden Carter. He is not new to West Texas High School Bowling. He's coming up on lane 12. That needs to not hook so much, but even just a 3-pin, that's going to be okay. Nahima Gayton. That was a bad rack, but leaves a 6-pin. KJ Brandon over there on 14. 10 falls out, leaving just the 6-pin. Let's see what Aiden can do with his spare conversion on lane 12. That better not hook, and it didn't. All right, Zoe Hardage on lane 11. Zoe, she should have warmed up a little bit more. Zoe is a 4-year senior with West Texas High School Bowling. She's been with us all 4 years. She is the only returning starter for Coronado this year. Hayden Caravello with a big strike right there. All right, I'm going to look up some information about Aiden. Make sure I'm saying his name right. That's the most important thing.
Get like 5 strikes in a row. 5 strikes in a row.
Caravro. Aiden from Shallow Water. He's got a 146 average. He has been working really, really hard. Danielo Arguelles over there on 11. Leaving a 3.56. That was Sebastian Beltran on lane 13. Chloe Horn does not convert her spare. Cole Camden on lane 13 with a big strike. All right, leading off for Coronado on lane 12 is Donovan Moreno. Come on, 7-pin. All right, Trey Gayton over on 14 with a big strike. No. That is wrong. That was Wyatt Bartles. I apologize. It takes me a little while to get warmed up. 4 teams, 4 people's names. Donovan does not convert his 7-pin. We are going to be working on spares on Tuesday night. All the kids practice on Tuesday evening, 6:30 to 8:30. So they get a ton of practice in. Eli Martinez steps up on lane 12. Aiden Carter is going to be up on 11. Maddie St. Clair on lane 13. Eli's got a 1-2-4. All right, Aiden Carter needs to move a little bit left. He's left with a 6-pin. He's crossed over twice now. He needs to move a little left and get the ball to the outside there. Eli Martinez for his spare conversion. Hook a little bit. It didn't hook a little bit. Let's see what Aiden can do with his spare. It's a 6-pin. Should be fairly routine. But nothing's routine in high school bowling. And he does not convert. Kessler Gonzalez stepping up on lane 12. Wyatt Bartles is going to be up on 14. He's got a strike working. Now he's got a... Oh, okay. His first one did not do what he wanted it to do. So that was a spare. Maddie St. Clair on lane 12, crossing over, leaving just a 5-pin. Zoe Hartage, our 4-year senior from Coronado, is going to be up on 12. Leaving just a 10-pin. Angel Estrada is over there on 14, leaving a 1-3-6. Plainview's been doing a good job with their team. They practice there in Plainview, but most of their matches here, we will be in Plainview next week, so they will get at least one home game this year. They do all their practicing there at Plainview Bowling Center in Plainview, 12-lane center. Kids love it when we go down there. Little different scenery, it's a tough house. So get to bowl on something a little bit different, kind of getting some of these teams ready for regionals. Maddie St. Clair with a big spare pickup. Daniela Aguelos right down the middle. Let's see what she does. That ball is going to bounce right. And it leaves a 2-8. Angel gets his spare conversion. Well, no. Okay. And here goes Trey Gayton. Got a spare working with a strike. Well, that gives him a double. Boy, I'm all mixed up. That does give Trey a double. Nahima opened her last frame. KJ Brandon on 13 for his spare. No problem. That's the way you do it. Donovan Marino over there on lane 11. Nahima, lost it down the lane. It hooks, leaving the baby split over there. 2-7. Avery. Lola Bridges on lane 12. Hook a little bit. There it is. That's the way you draw it up. Eli Martinez is going to step up on lane 11. And on 14, that's going to bring up Jonathan Solis. And Chloe Horn will be stepping up on lane 12. Let's see what Jonathan does. He's the only one out there, so let's pay a little attention. Two-handed style. It hooks. Come on, 7-pin. Chloe Horn is also a senior. Been with us for 4 years. 3 years. This is her third year. All right, got it out to the right now. Watch it hook. Too much hook. Leaving a 6-10. Got it to the gutter a little too quick. She needs to get it to the gutter a little bit further down the lane. Avery McCulley with a nice spare on lane 12. Kessler Gonzalez steps up over there on lane 11. Two-handed style. Good ball speed. 1-3-6-8. And Chloe converts her spare on lane 12, on lane 13. Bringing up Aiden Carter on lane 12. That ball is still hooking too much. He still needs to move left a little bit. Eli Martinez for his spare conversion on 11. And Sebastian Beltran on 13. Ooh, big 4. Ouch. I'm sorry, that's Wyatt Bartles on lane 13 with the big 4. Cole Camdenus is going up on lane 14. Zoe Hardage over on, come on, Zoe over there on 11. Aiden Caravero on lane 12. Leaving just a 3-pin for Aiden. This should be fairly easy. He has been working extremely hard. He and his family come up here quite a bit. That ball better not hook. And it didn't hook. He thought it was going to hook. That ball must be plastic. Come on, Zoe. That's the way you do it, girl. Leading off for Plainview is Angel Estrada, leaving a 10-pin there on lane 13. Maddie St. Clair is going to step up on lane 14. Daniela Arguellos. Oh, wiggle. Oh, my goodness. He's still falling. I don't know what that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 is what that is. Over there on 11. Maddie just has a 10-pin left. We work on those things all the time. Angel Estrada, no can do. Trey Gayton on 13. Maddie's going to think about this one for a little bit longer. He got a double working. Now he has a triple. 3-bagger. Turkey, however you want to call it. Donovan Marino steps up on lane 12. Sets it down gently and too far to the left. Lola Bridges on lane 11. Nahima Gayton on lane 13. She just picked this up the last time. Now she's got it again. Let's see if she can do it 2 times in a row. KJ Brandon going to be stepping up on 14 for Smyer. All right, Donovan, second ball first. Scores improve a whole lot when you throw that second ball first. KJ Brandon, it did not hook back, but it's just leaving the 1-2. Can she do this one 2 times in a row? Yes, she can. That's twice. You got an idea? Don't leave it again. Eli Martinez. 1, 2, 4. KJ for his spare on lane 14. No problem. Jonathan Solis going to step up on lane 15. Avery McCulley over there on lane 11. That one's going to hook a ton. And it did. Kessler Gonzalez is going to be. Did I miss Kessler? No, it's Eli Martinez. Still on 12 for his spare attempt. Jonathan Solis has got just a 6-pin. Chloe Horn crosses over, leaving just a 6-pin. All right. Avery might be a little intimidated by the TV. I don't know. All right, Kessler Gonzalez on 12. That better not hook, and it does. 1, 3, 6. 1, 3, 6. That's not bad. Jonathan Solis for his spare attempt. Is he backing it up? He is, and it didn't back up enough. A backup ball is when the ball hooks the opposite direction hooks away from your body instead of into your body. Chloe Horn with her spare pickup. Kessler Gonzalez cherry picks 3 off the 1. Now Sebastian Beltran on lane 12. Leaving just a 3-6 for Sebastian. Aiden Carter. He's getting closer to the New York side. But that time went through the nose. He got lucky. Didn't leave a split. Zoe Hardage. That's going to be close. Oh, my goodness. Didn't hook quite enough. Leaving just a 4-8. Aiden Carter. These right side spares for the two-handed righties are sometimes tough. And that one jumped out of the gutter, so that is not going to count. That's got to hook a little bit, Zoe, and it does not. Wyatt Bartles for Smyer with a 6'10", does not convert. Cole Cambanus on lane 13. Daniela Arguelles on lane 12. Cole busts through the nose and leaves just a 6'10". Oh, the 10 just fell out, so now it's just a 6-pin. Come on, Daniela. She has gotten so much better. Still having a little trouble throwing it to the right, but if we could get her to throw that a little further to the left, she'd be A-okay. Aiden Caravero with a big strike on lane 11. Cole Cambanus with a spare on lane 13. Oh, Daniela. Hey, he got lucky over there on 14. That could have been a bigger mess. That's Angel Estrada from Plainview with just a 7-pin. Maddie Sinclair from Smyer on lane 12. Leaving just a 5-pin. Donovan Marino doing some dominoes with Donovan over there on 11. The 5-pin came out there. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. Lola Bridges. 136 is what she's got left. Trey Gayton. Now that's a 4-bagger, folks. That is 4 in a row. Some people call that a ham bone. Maddie Sinclair with a big spare pickup, getting that 5-pin out of there. Lola, that ball needs to back up, and it's not going to back up. Naima, do not leave that 2-7 again. She did not. She's leaving us a 6-10. This one ought to be. This was easier than the last 2 that she's picked up. KJ Brandon on lane 12 with a big strike. Avery McCulley on lane 12. Ooh, I thought that was going to hook. Nahima picks up her spare. She is not clean, but she is a sparing machine right now. She had to open in the second frame, but other than that, she's clean. Jonathan Solis Went 9 missed last time. And 5 pin. Everybody's hands go up. Chloe Horn on lane 13. Rips through the middle, leaving the 3, 6, 7, 10. Aiden Carter stepping up on lane 12. He got it to the right side of the head pin that time, and when you do that, good things happen. Big strike for Aiden. Kessler Gonzalez on lane 11, leaving the 1-2-4. All right. Slide, ball, slide, slide. It doesn't slide. Picks off the 3-6. All right, in the anchor position, the last spot for Plainview is Sebastian Beltran. We got a whiteout going on right now. Happens sometimes when some people get a little too close to the camera and do a little bit of talking. It focuses in on them and not focuses down lane. As soon as they move, that whiteout will go away. Wyatt Bartles for Smyer on lane 13, leaving just a 6 pin. Zoe Hardage on lane 11. She's due for a strike. Oh, leaving just a 3 pin. I guess if I focused, there we go. Now it's starting to come back. Zoe Hardage on lane 11. Don't hook. It didn't hook. She got a spare. Way to go. Wyatt Bartles. There you go. That's how you draw it up. Cole Camden, lane 14. Big strike for Cole. That's the way to start them off. Plainview had a mark by everybody last frame. So everybody's either working on a spare or a strike. That means Angel Estrada is stepping up. 85 in the 4th. With a spare working. That would be 95 in the 5th with a spare working. And a strike. So that's going to be 105 in the 5th with a strike working. Daniela Arguellos. Come on. That's the way, girl. Big strike for Daniela. She needed that for a little bit of confidence booster. Maddie Sinclair on 14. Oh, no. Doesn't hook out of the gray boards. Trey Gayton. All right, folks, you counting home. That's 5 in a row. Yahtzee. Now his sister steps up. Nahima Gayton. She has gone spare, spare, spare. With a couple of tough spare conversions in there. Lola Bridges on lane 11. Right down the middle. If that backs up a little bit. Oh, she's going to leave that same 2-7.
Logan, number 40, and Marcy.
All right.
86.
This will test her.
Logan, number 40,
She's
and
picked up
Marcy,
two 7s. Then she picked up a 6-10. Now she just got the 10 pin. Maddie Sinclair with her second attempt. And she spares it. That's got a chance. She got it. That's another spare for Nahima. Eli Martinez steps up on lane 12. Back up a little bit. It didn't. 1, 3, 6. Avery McCulley on 11. KJ Brandon is on 14. He's got just a 3-6 over there. Jonathan Solis with just a 6 pin over there on 13.
Good job.
KJ picks it up. Now they're starting to spare over here on 13 and 14. That's the way to do it. Johnson needs to keep it going. That's got a hook, and it does. And he spares it up. Let's see here. That's one. That's 10 marks in a row for Plainview. Chloe Horn with a big strike on 14. Kessler Gonzalez takes 3 off the right. Aiden Carter up on lane 11. Sebastian Beltran on 13. With the bucket. We call that the bucket. It is the 2, 4, 5, 8. Kessler Gonzalez for his spare attempt. That's a little too far to the right, I think. Wyatt Bartles with a strike. Well, they're heating up over here on 13 and 14. Nobody wants to give anybody anything, and that is the way we like to see it. Nice spare. That's 11 marks in a row for Plainview. Ooh, goodness. That messed up the camera. Hold on 1 second. All right, I got to fix the camera, so give me a second here. Yeah, just be.
Sorry, I didn't realize the chair was up that close. My apologies.
Okay. All right, I'm back. Oh, that was Trey Gayden again with the spare. That is 12 marks in a row for Plainview. We're on mark count with Plainview right now. They are going clean. That's a full game clean, folks. Maddie St. Clair. A strike right here would be nice, and she gets it. She was working on a spare. That gives her 10 more pins. Nahima with a strike. Finally gets them all to go down. Now she doesn't have to pick up one of those hard spares she's been leaving. That's good news. KJ Brandon. Got just a 6'10" there. Donovan Marino over there on lane 11. Oh, yeah, got that. Leaving just a 5-pin. Everybody's hands go up. All right. Jonathan Solis got some work to do to keep the mark streak alive. KJ Brandon with a spare. Over there on 13. Donovan Marino with his spare attempt. Looks like he's going to get it. That's no problem. Lola Bridges with her spare attempt. Broke the streak over there on Plainview. 13 in a row. That's not bad. Chloe Horn working on a strike. With just a 10-pin, crosses over. Avery McCulley on lane 12. I think she used to be a dancer. Ooh, big strike for Avery. Eli Martinez. That is not the way you want to do it. Come on, Chloe. That's it, girl. Well, let's count them back there. 1, 2. Well, okay. Leadoff bowler missed a 10-pin. Aiden Carter. Bam. Now he's found the right side of the head pin, and that is a double, I think. No, that's not a double. He missed a spare in the 8th frame. At the conclusion of these games, I will go down and get scores and then update you on where everybody sits. Give you guys a break of listening to my voice. If you are interested and want to communicate with me, you can certainly do that in the chat. Tell me you're watching. Ask me any questions you would like to ask me about bowling, and I will try to answer them. Wyatt Bartles on lane 13. Whoa, big strike. We're going to have a match here on 13 and 14. I tell you what, I think we're going to have a match down here on 11 and 12, too. Aiden Caravera. Caravero. Goodness gracious, Alan. Kessler Gonzalez on lane 11. Cole Cambanis is going to be on 14 with a 1-2-4 spare attempt. Angel Estrada is going to be on 13. And Cole gets his spare. Doesn't look that happy about it, but he got it. I'm going to bring up Maddie St. Clair over on 14. Ooh. All right, we call that the super washout, the pro washout. It's where you get half a loaf, you get 5 of the pins, but you go right through between the head pin and the 6 pin, just taking out the 3 pin, blowing out the backside. There's a couple of ways to go about this. You can cross over and basically hit the 2 pin, and the head pin will take out the 6 and the 10. Or you go in between, move left and go in between them, and the head pin will knock your ball into the 6 pin. Tough spare. I go about it both ways. I like going for the 2 pin. That way I'm guaranteed 3, which is the direction he's going, but he only gets 2. Zoe Hardage over there on 11, leaving half a loaf. Maddie St. Clair with a 5 pin. Everybody's hands go up. Nobody's hands are going up. Trey Gayton going to be coming up on 13. Let's see what Zoe and Maddie can do with their spares attempts. That's got a chance. There you go, Zoe. And I could tell when she threw it, she didn't like it for Maddie. Lanes are transitioning a little bit. Trey's gone 5-bagger, 8 spare. Now leaving just a 2 pin. Daniela Arguello on lane 11, just getting the 7 pin. KJ Brandon on lane 14. That's got a hook. And it didn't hook quite enough, leaving just the 2-5. 4-5. 2-5. Trey gets his spare. That's going to give Trey 196 in the 7th with a spare working, so he's 206 in the 8th with a spare working. Nahima Gayton stepping up in the 9th. She's 114 in the 7th with a strike working. A little bit of loft. Goes right through the nose, leaving just the 2-4. Donovan Marino on lane 12 for Coronado. Leaving just a 4-7. Lola Bridges over there with a 5-pin. Everybody's hands go up. Nahima, she picks up her spare. She is. Besides the open she had in the third, she's clean. So now she's 134 in the 8th with a spare. She's 144 in the 9th with a spare working. Donovan Marino picks up his spare. That's the way you do it. I'm telling you, both these matches, 11 and 12 and 13 and 14, are going to be close. Wyatt Bartles with a 3-bagger, turkey, however you want to say it. Jonathan Solis, 1-2-4-7. Didn't quite make it back to the head pin. Donovan for his bonus ball in the 10th, and he gets a strike. That gives Donovan 109, I believe. Lola Bridges looks like she shot 85 for shallow water. Brings up Eli Martinez for Coronado on lane 12. Leaving just a 4-pin, and that brings up Avery McCulley for shallow water on lane 11. Angel Estrada with a strike. Sebastian Beltran does not get it to hook out of the gray boards. Let's see what Eli can do with his spare attempt right now. He's 103 right now. Does pick up his spare. So he can shoot 104 with a strike here. Aiden Carter. Aiden right now is 138 in the 9th with a strike working. He's got a 4-7 to deal with. Aiden does pick up his spare. So he is looks like 149 in the 9th with a spare working. He can shoot 169. Cole Camden's with just a 4-7. Kessler Gonzalez steps up on lane 12. That needs to not hook, and it did.
Just so you know, we have fun on 17 and 18.
Who does?
Eric.
Eric's got the front 9. If he gets the next 2, I'll rotate it over. All right, we got a 300 watch on lane 18. I may switch over if he gets the first 2 on 18. I am going to switch over there and see if we can pick up his last one. He's up on the lane right now. I will tell you about it. He does not. He leaves just a 4-pin. So 300 off the table. He's still got an opportunity to shoot 279 with a spare and a strike, but that's still a great score. Aiden Caravro on lane 11. Zoe Hardage. gets a strike on lane 12. Aiden, by the skin of his teeth, put on them skinny jeans. He picks up that 10 pin. Nahima. Zoe on a strike, and she dumps it in the gutter. Aiden Caravero on lane 11. Got a spare working. 3-6-10. He's going to shoot 220. I have to go down and get some of these scores because I can't see them. Zoe Hardage shoots 141.
Must be the fifth.
Daniela finishing up her game over here on lane 12. KJ did not like what he did. Jonathan Solis, just a 7 pin. He's happy about that. KJ Brandon finishes his game out. Chloe Horn on lane 13. Got another whiteout going. I could stop some of that by kind of zooming in on the lanes, but I don't want to do that. I want to give it a full effect. Jonathan Solis finishing up when his bonus ball gets 9. Again, I'll get over there and get scores and get those updated for you at the conclusion of. Actually, I'm going to go do that right now. We got Wyatt Bartles has got a 3-bagger working. Sebastian Beltran stepping up on 12. While they finish up, I will go get scores. I'll be right back with you.
Mike number 38, yours ready to go. Mike number 38.
That was announcer's jinx over
Player number 51, the order 30, guard number 51.
No, he did. He threw the ball. It's just this guy on front nine. He's the fifth guy. This guy with, one guy throwing 3 strike shots, another guy throwing 2. He forfeited on a good shot.
Well, I leave the mic on so you can hear the sounds of the bowling alley. You also get to hear me talking to one of the coaches. All right, kind of update you on the scores as they start game 2. We'll start on 11 and 12 with Shallow Water versus Coronado. Lola Bridges from Shallow Water shot 85. Donovan Marino shot 109. So Donovan's got a 24-pin lead on Lola from Shallow Water. Avery McCulley from Shallow Water shoots 102. Eli Martinez from Coronado shoots 80. So Avery's got a 22-pin lead on Eli. Aiden Carter for Shallow Water shot 169 to Kessler Gonzalez 106 for Coronado. Aiden's got a 63-pin lead. Aiden Caravale. I've tried to learn how to say their name, and it's just not happening. Aiden Caravale has a big 2-20 game against Zoe Hartis, 141. Now, Shallow Water only has 4 bowlers, so they're going to have to take a 0. So Daniela Arguellos shot 69 for Coronado, and she is going to win her point. So that guarantees Coronado 1 point. Right now, Donovan and Daniela are the only ones leading their matches, so they have potential of 2 points to Shallow Water 5. Oh, potentially 5. Totals might be interesting. Excuse me. We'll have to see how that comes down. Even with 4 bowlers, Shallow Water still has a chance. Now for Plainview and Smyre on 13 and 14. For Plainview, Angel Estrada shot 180. Cole Camden shoots 163. For Smyre, Angel has a 17-pin lead. Trey Gayton from Plainview shot 235. To Smyre's Maddie St. Clair 123. Trey's got a 112-pin lead. Nahima Gayton for Plainview shoots 170 to KJ Brandon's 157. Nahima's got a 13-pin lead on KJ. Jonathan Solis from Plainview shoots 142 to Chloe Horn's 146. Chloe Horn from Smyre has got a 4-pin lead on Jonathan. And from Plainview, Sebastian Beltran shoots 149 to Wyatt Bartles 187 from Smyre. So Wyatt has a 30. He's got a 52-pin lead. So right now, as it stands, let's see, it's 1 there. I'll kind of give you an update. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. So right now it's 2-3 with Plainview having the edge on total pins. So if it ended right now, it would be 5-2 Plainview over Smyre, but there's still one game to go. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Nobody in the chat. Again, if you would like to chat with me and ask me any questions, you certainly can. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. Leave the cameras on. You can certainly watch your bowlers bowl. They are both starting the second frame on both sides. Well, no. Yep, they are starting the second frame on both sides. So I'll come back in a couple of frames and get you updated. I will be turning off the microphone. All right, I am back. Some of you are probably glad that I'm not back. I mean, some of you are glad that I was gone. But anyway, all right, here we go. Aiden Caraveo with a 6'10" over there on 12. He was very happy about his first game. Shot 220 his first game. That's maybe his highest game. I'm not sure. Oh, my goodness, Zoe. Little 5-pin over there on 11. Everybody's hands go up. I hope everybody saw the Nahima Gayton split pickup over. She picked up I think that was a 3-7 split pickup she had. And now she's got a washout, 1-3-7. So far, she's 100% on all of her splits and washouts. Let's see what she can do with this thing. I may go bananas as she picks this thing up. And she's now... I told her, I went down there and talked to her. Told her, it's great you're picking all that stuff up, but stop leaving it. Jonathan Solis on lane 14. Maddie St. Clair up on lane 13. I say their names every time because we do have college coaches out here watching. And just so they know who is bowling and when they're bowling, so they can track names and what they do. So makes it a little easier for them. That's why I announce their name every time. Daniela Agrelos on lane 11. Zoe was over there trying to get her lined up, and she gets one off the right. KJ Brandon with a big crosses over, gets a strike on 13. And that's going to bring up Donovan Moreno for Coronado over on lane 12. And Lola Bridges will step up on lane 11. Jonathan Solis, backup ball. I think he got some lessons from Nahima. Chloe Horn on lane 13. Crosses over, doesn't catch head pin. 136, maybe with a brother-in-law. Let's look. Yes, it does. That 9-pin is standing up. Sebastian Beltran doesn't get it to hook back. Let's see what Chloe does with this spare attempt. She got it to the dry. Oh, and she went between them. Getting just the 3-9. Avery McCulley over on lane 11. All right, second ball first. Throw the second ball first. Eli Martinez on lane 12. That's a little too far to the right, I think. It is too far to the right. Darn it. All right, let's see what Avery does with this spare 6'10". Wyatt Bartles is going to step up for Smyra on lane 13. Gets it to the gutter. It hooks off the gutter and leaves just a 2-pin. Avery dumps it down there, gets it to hook a little bit, and picks it up. Eli Martinez shot 80 his first game. He's down 22 pins to Avery McCulley. Gets 9 on his second ball. Wyatt Bartles for Smyra with his 2-pin conversion. Does not get it. Aiden Carter with a big strike over there on 11. going to bring up Kessler Gonzalez on lane 12 for Coronado. Bam. Oh, 10-pin stands. Taking care of Veo on lane 11. Shot 220 his first time out, first game. That's got a hook, and it does, and that's a strike. He had a spare working, so that's good. Okay. I got a thumbs up on the last name. I will probably have to say it multiple times to get it right, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep getting it wrong. Oh, nice spare by Kessler. Anytime you pick up a 10-pin, it's a good day. Maddie St. Clair picks up her spare. Angel Estrada started with a front 4 for Plainview. Some people call that a ham bone. Well, Zoe liked that 9-pin falling down. That made her feel really good, leaving just a 4. Trey Gayden on 13. With a strike, he has been striking a lot. Shot 235 his first game. That gives Plainview a pretty good lead in the totals column. Zoe does not convert her 4-pin. KJ Brandon does not convert his split over there on 14. Nahima Gayden. Another split. That is number 6 for her today. Daniela Arguellos does not get it to come back. That's got a hook. And it doesn't hook quite enough. Chloe Horn for Smyer on 14. Cross is over, leaving just a 10. All right, Daniela. Throw it a little bit better. Oh, she went to the other side now. That's what happens. You throw it too far to the right, the next one you throw it too far to the left. Oh, that doesn't make her happy. Bowling can be frustrating. I have got confirmation that Aiden Caraveo highest game is 220. Confirmation on that. Let's see if he can follow that up with a good score on this one. Lola Bridges. They just keep falling. A couple more fall would be great. 1-2 left standing. Donovan Moreno takes 1 off the left, getting that 7-pin out of there. Sometimes just getting some of those single. That one doesn't hook. Leaving just a head pin. That's a drill we do on Tuesday. Nobody can do it, but we can do it on Saturday. Wyatt Bartles. That's left to left. 1-3-6-9, I believe. Yep, that does have a brother-in-law. Sebastian Beltran for Plainview on lane 13. Go Bulldogs with a big strike. West Texas High School Bowling is brought to you with a few sponsors. Whitewood Lanes, obviously. You can see that in your screen. All the jerseys worn by all the players and coaches are printed and manufactured by Ice Gear Bowling. Brunswick, and the Brunswick family of bowling balls is a big supporter of West Texas High School Bowling. So that's Brunswick bowling balls, hammer, track, ebonite, BV8, and radical. As well as Ultimate Bowling Products, Brunswick shoes. So thank you to all those sponsors out there that bring this to you. Avery McCulley. That ball hooked and set and didn't hook early enough. Needed to hook a little earlier than that. Kessler Gonzalez on lane 11. Good ball speed. 5-pin. Everybody's hands go up. We're getting down to the end of life on our battery, so we're going to probably, before the batteries run out, we're going to switch those out momentarily. I'm going to take a look and see what the battery life looks like. Maddie Sinclair on lane 13. Trey Gayton. Oh no, we got jumped. Gonna have to have a talking to somebody. Aiden Carter for his 610 spare attempt on lane 12. Zoe Hardage is going to be up on lane 11. Aiden gets his spare. Let's see what Maddie does. Oh, we're going to get a good look at Maddie's form here. Maybe. See that little kick? And her second step. Love it. All right, there goes the battery. I will change that out, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Luckily, I was ready for it, and we didn't miss much. Maybe a bowler or two. That battery should last us the rest of the time. Donovan Marino for Coronado on 12, picking up the 7-pin or attempting to. That's got a hook. It does, and then he got it. Lola Bridges took 3 off the right, so she's got a lot of pins out there to get it. And she did not get that 3-pin to go. Chloe Horn crosses over. Looks like the 3-9 is the 9-pin back there. There is a 9-pin back there. Cole Cambanis Haven't called his name a whole lot today. But he gets his spare. All right, the way you pick up this 3-9 is you got to stand left, throw right, and hook that ball into the 3-pin. You want to do it that way, throwing straight at it, it's a little more difficult. I don't like throwing at that straight. I do, however, throw at the 2-8 straight quite a lot. And she did what I told her to do. As long as it doesn't hook too much, and she gets it. That's exactly the way you draw it up, folks. Kessler Gonzalez is going to step on 12. Avery McCulley is way left. And it didn't hook. She was out of frame. Wyatt Bartles for Smyre is going to step up on 13, while Wyatt's from Smyre. I think this is his second year of bowling, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken. Just a 3-6. He's scratching his head. Quick indication you need to move left, throw right. Aiden Carter going to be up on lane 11. Kessler's getting some instructions from his coach on how to get this thing. It's a 1-4-5-7. The way you got to do it, you got to hook into it. It's really a strike ball is what it is. Wyatt chops the 3 off the 6. Aiden Carter on lane 11. Oh, okay, just a 10-pin. All right. Now he's got his instructions. Let's see if he can execute. And, needed a little more hook on it. Just a little bit. Matty St. Clair on lane 14. Aiden Carter for his 10-pin on 11. I'm going to move this touch to the right here. All right, that should be better. Angel Estrada working on a 5-bagger, doesn't get the 6th one. Zoe Hardage threw it in the middle of the lane. That should be, oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be gold in there. Leaving a 10-pin. Aiden Caraveo, 9-pin. Matty St. Clair takes 3 off the left. All right. There you go, Zoe. Move left. Throw it straight. Not straight left. Well, Angel can keep his clean game going if he can pick up this 10-pin over here on 13. Aiden misses his 9-pin, and Angel does not convert the 10-pin. KJ Brandon over on 14. Doesn't get it to hook, leaving just a 2-pin. Daniela over on 12. Right down the middle, leaving just an 8-pin. Trey Gayton, 235 his first game. Gets them all to go down in the 6th frame. He is 92 in the 6th with the spare working. Angel is their leadoff bowler. Angel Estrada for Plainview is 147 in the 6th with an open. All right, Nahima. She's had a rash of all kinds of nonsense. It'd be nice to have a strike right here just to stop the bleeding. No announcer's jinx on that one. Gets them all to go. Chloe Horn for Smyer on lane 14. She has moved inside. And that ball, that's a 5-pin. Everybody's hands go up. Nobody's hands go up anymore. I'll put my hand up. Oh, she'll get it. No problem. Donovan Marino on 11 for his spare attempt. Jonathan Sleeth for Plainview, leaving just a 6'10". Good spare over there for Donovan from Coronado. Chloe Horn. That's got a hook, and it does. She does pick up her 5-pin. No problem. Eli Martinez doesn't get the hook out of the gray boards. Jonathan Solis with the backup ball, and 6-pin goes off the sidewall and converts the 10. We got a match down here, folks. It's going to be good. It's going to come down to Baker Bowling, which it usually does, or it always does. Well, Baker's could be a whole lot of fun down here on 13 and 14 and 11 and 12. It's going to be close. Big strike for Wyatt Bartles. Sebastian Beltran with a big strike on 13. Sebastian's 88 in the 6th with a spare working, with a strike working. Avery McCauley with a spare over there on 12. Cole Cambanus with a 5-9. That brings up Aiden Carter on lane 12 for Shallow Water. Not sure what ball he is throwing. Looks like the mindset. Reacts like the mindset. 3-6. Kessler Gonzalez for Coronado. Oh my goodness, that 4-pin was pesky. Angel Estrada with a big strike. That makes up for his open in the 6th. So now he's 157 in the 7th with a strike working. Zoe Hardy is going to go up on 11. Trey Gayden on lane 14. Big strike for Zoe over there, and Trey leaves a 10-pin. That ball just didn't drive. Aiden Caraveo crosses over, gets them all to fall. Aiden is 97 in the 8th with the strike working. Got 220 in the first game. Maddie Sinclair right down Broadway. Too much hook for that. 136. Daniela Arguellos for Coronado, stepping up on lane 11 with her 3-pin. Does not convert. Trey gets his spare over on 14. Let's see what Maddie can do with her spare attempt on lane 13. That's going to bring up Nahima Gatelin on 14. Donovan Marino on lane 12. And Avery and Lola Bridges on 11. And Maddie gets hers. Nahima probably needs to loft a little bit more. 7-pin's going to be stubborn. Donovan gets his strike. Lola Bridges right down Broadway and leaving half a loaf. KJ Brandon is now on 13. That's right down Broadway, too. And misses the head pin lift. But leaves just a 136. Eli Martinez on 12. Been kind of struggling today. Still struggling. Lola. Leaving 2 left. KJ knows he missed that one left. That's all right. Shake it off, kid. Eli for his second attempt, and that is not going to be a bueno. Jonathan Solis for Plainview on lane 14, leaving just a 9-pin. That'll bring up Chloe Horn from Smyer. Chloe's got a spare working. She's 61 in the 5th with a spare working. And a strike. So that's going to get her 81 in the... That's going to give her 81 in the 7th with a strike working. Kessler Gonzalez leaving half a left. Thank you for that comment. I am working on it. Hispanic names are not my forte. A, because I can't roll my R's. I try real hard. That's why you'll never hear me announcing on the PBA tour. Wyatt Bartles. I think that's the 278. He's got a chance at it. Oh, gets the back. Oh, my goodness. Gets the 8-pin and the 7-pin, but not the 2. Zoe Hardidge on lane 12. Throws it out to the right. That's got a chance. Come on. Bedpost over here on 14. Does what you need to do, which is get 1. That's a tough spare to pick up. Never picked it up before in my life. Aiden Caraveo on lane 11, leaving just a 7-pin. So we got dueling 7-pins on 11 and 12. Who can get them? Ooh, I see Bedpost on 12, on 10. That's got to hold its head up, and it does. So we got hers. What say you, Aiden? Aiden, too much hooky. Angel Estrada with a split. That's going to hurt. He had a good game going. Angel's average. Let's look up Angel's average. Angel Estrada. His average is 142, and he shot 180 the first game. With a spare here, he's going to be a spare. That would be unique, but he's 147 in the 7th with a strike. And then, no, he's not getting this 8-10, this 7-10, 8-10. He needs to get 1. He's going to be right at his average in the 8th frame. Daniela does not convert her spare over on 12. Maddie St. Clair's got a 9-pin over there on 14. That'll bring up Donovan Marino for Coronado on 11. Get 1. He got 1. So Angel is going to have 175 in the 8th. With 2 frames to go. He's got an open. He's going going to bring up Trey Gayton on lane 12. Maddie gets it too far to the right, and that gutter just grabbed that ball and pulled it in. Lola Bridges has got a 4-7 on 12. That ball just didn't want to hook for Trey, leaving the bucket. Well, in the end of game one, we had a spare fest going on, and now we got everybody missing spares like crazy, and KJ Brandon makes up for his missed spare by getting a strike on 14. Trey does not convert his bucket. That brings up Avery McCulley on lane 12. That's a little too far to the left, sweetheart. That's going to get the 7 pin only. Nahima Gayden. That's too far to the left. That's going to be the bucket on the other side. Bucket minus the 9 pin. Chloe Horn on lane 14, leaving a 2-8. Another spare where you got to kind of hook into it. Nahima gets her spare. Way I picked that up as I move about 4 or 5 boards right from my strike shot, throw it my strike spot, and pick it up just like that. She missed a little left, but it held. A lot of oil in the middle still right now. Everybody's kind of on her pair playing out to the right, so there's still some oil in the middle of the lane. Jonathan Solis shot 142 his first game and almost big forward. Wyatt Bartles for Smyre coming up on 14. Aiden Carter for Shallow Water on lane 12. Kessler Gonzalez over on 11 for Coronado. Big strike for Aiden. Big strike for Wyatt. Well, come on, Kessler. Keep it going. Let's get a strike going here. Kessler is going to take 3 off. Well, he gets half a loaf. Gets 5. Jonathan gets one of the 2 that he had left. Oh, no. He got 2. He got the 4-7. That'll bring up Sebastian Beltran on lane 13. At the conclusion of this game, they're all working in the 11 and 12 are working in the 10th, and 13 and 14 are starting the 9th frame. As soon as 11 and 12 are done, I will start going down here and getting scores and update you on what the matches look like. Then things tend to get a little faster, so I'm hopeful that I can keep up. Aiden Carter likes it. Strikes out. That could be big. Zoe Hardage on lane 11. That's got a hook. That did hook. Cole Cambanus on lane 13. Got one of them. Didn't get the 9 pin. Aiden Caravelle. Oh, okay. All right. Just a 5 pin. Everybody's hands go up. Cole Cambanus with his spare attempt. That's got a hook. It didn't. Trey Gayton on lane 14 for Plainview. Trey shot 235 the first game. Gets a big strike right here in the 9th. Aiden Caravelle picks up his 5 pin. That'll give him 1 bonus ball. There you go, Zoe. Zoe Hardage with a big spare on lane 11. That'll give her a bonus ball. Maddie Sinclair on lane 12. That looks all right. Oh my goodness. Stoney. Aiden Caravel. The 5 and the 7 both fall at the same time. Big strike for him. He needed that. He goes 220, 158 is what it looks like from here. Zoe Hardage with a big strike to finish it up. Shoots 145, I think, if I can see that correctly. I have to do a little bit of math.
Yeah, they didn't finish scoring either.
Hook. He didn't. That was Jonathan Solis over there on 14. Daniela takes the 7-pin off. Let's see what. She doesn't look very happy about it. Maddie Sinclair does pick up her spare. Gives it a little kick. Go down, sucker. Daniela going to finish up her 10th frame right here unless she picks this up. And she doesn't. She gets 6 in that frame. They are done with individual games over on 11 and 12. I will update you momentarily. I'll give them a little time to do a little math. They'll be starting Baker games on 11 and 12 here in about 5 minutes. While 13 and 14 are finishing up. They're still in the 9th right now. KJ Brandon is going to spare attempt. Sebastian Beltran does not convert his 7-pin. KJ Brandon does not convert his spare. It's going to bring up Cole Cambinas on lane 14 to start the 10th. Only one bowling right now. Oh, 7-pin falls, making that a whole lot easier. Jenna Loya over there on 10 getting a big strike. I know we're not watching 10, but I can see her over there. Might as well say something. Interesting match over here on 15 and 16. I don't know how it's going, but it is a varsity, Lubbock Cooper varsity against their JV. Cole Cambinas does not convert his spare. Shooting 128, I believe. Chloe Horn on lane 13. All right, I am going to go ahead and go down and start getting scores. I'm going to leave you with the sounds of the bowling center, the yelling and the screaming. And we will pick this up hopefully before 11 and 12 get too far down the road on their Baker games.
Cooper JV was kind of putting the screws to the varsity.
Yeah.
Varsity's only up 4-3.
Oh, really? I was wondering. I admit.
And Brody and Peyton went so well that
Well, I got the scores for 11 and 12. I don't know if I'll be able to keep track of the Baker games, but I'll kind of update you on what's going on 11 and 12. 13 and 14 are finishing up their 10th frame. But right now, Shallow Waters, Lola Bridges shoots 192 for 2 games, 85, 107, 92. She loses to Donovan Marino from Coronado, 109, 105, 214. Avery McCulley for Shallow Water shoots 102, 91 for a 193. She does get her point over Eli Martinez, who went 80, 62, 142 for Coronado. Aiden Carter for Shallow Water shoots 169, 183 for a 352. He defeats Kessler Gonzalez from Coronado, 106, 110, 216 for the total. So Aiden gets his point. Aiden Caraveo, 220, 158 for a 378. He gets his point over Zoe Hardage, shooting 141, 145, 286. Shallow Water does not have a 5th bowler, so they get 0 points. And Daniela Arguellos gets her point with 152. If you add those up, Shallow Water's got 11-15 for totals to Coronado's 10-10, so they get 2 points for totals. So Shallow Water leads Coronado right now in points 5-2. They are now starting their Baker games. Coronado will be on lane 12. Shallow Water will be on 11. And anything can happen in Baker's. So we will try to follow that as it goes and see if I can get scores for you. Right now, Lola gets her spare. That gives them a mark. Coronado struck in the first, opened in the second, and now Donovan Marino steps up in the third. Aiden Carter with a spare working, leaves just a 3-pin. Donovan Marino for his spare attempt. And going to get some pins, but he's not going to pick it up, leaving the 1-3, 1-2-4. Nahima finishing up her 10th frame. She gets a strike. That's a double for her. Looks like she's 107 in the 7th with a double right now. With the strike here, should be 139 in the 9th.
Jackie, number 50,
With a potential 167 on the board if she can get it. Kessler Gonzalez for Coronado on lane 12, going up against Aiden Caraveo on 11. Using the whole approach is Aiden. Leaving just a 10-pin. Naima He's a 8-pin, stone 8. That's tough. She can still shoot 156, I believe. And we'll get that. Kessler Gonzalez does not get any pins in his frame. Oh, Nahima misses it, but that's okay. It's just 1 pin. Just 1 pin. Still got a couple of bowlers left to finish out their individuals on 13 and 14. Wyatt Bartles on lane 14 with a strike. I think this is going to be a close match between Smyre and Plainview. Has been all year, but they are fighting for their spot to go to regionals. So this is a big match for on 13 and 14 as pertains to the year. Zoe Hardage with a 10-pin. She's bowling cleanup for Coronado. Again, she's a 4-year senior. Only returning bowler from last year's Coronado team, which made it to regionals. Jonathan Solis with a good spare over there on lane 12. Come on, don't hook. It hooked. Avery McCulley for Shallow Water on lane 11. That is left of left and gets 1. It's going to be a close match down here on 11 and 12. Shallow Water is leading 5-2 right now in the match. Jonathan Solis for his bonus ball. Gets it to the right. It doesn't hook back, and she gets 6. That's going to bring up Sebastian Beltrain, shot 149 in the first game. Is behind Wyatt. And with the strikeout, he's still going to be behind Wyatt. So he's probably going to lose his point, but I will verify that momentarily when I go down and check scores. Sebastian Beltrain. Oh, with a little bit of loft, getting it over above the heads, trying to get it to hook a little harder on the back end with a 2-4. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go down there. Maybe I'll get there before they finish their Baker game over here on 11 and 12. But right now, Shallow Water leads 64-26. But Shallow Water's in the 8th, and Coronado's still just in the 6th frame. All right, I'm going to go down and get scores. I'll be right back. I'll leave you with the sounds of the bowling center.
it goes.
All right, got the scores for you from the Smyre Plainview. For Plainview, Angel Estrada shoots 182.22 for a 402. He wins his point over Cole Cambanus from Smyre, 163, 126, 289. Trey Gayton from Plainview shoots 235, 175 for a 410. He wins his point over Matty St. Clair's 123, 112, 235 total. Nahima Gayton shoots 170, 155 for a 325 total. She wins her point over KJ Brandon's 157, 135 for a 292 total. Jonathan Solis for Plainview shoots 142, 147 for a 289. Loses his point to Chloe Horn from Smyre. She shoots 146, 154 for an even 300. She gets the point. Sebastian Beltran for Plainview shoots 149, 143 for a 292. He loses his point to Smyre's Wyatt Bartles 187, 169 for a 356. In totals, Plainview takes totals. Smyre does not. It's the big 400s on the Angel and Trey that got them over the hump. So going into Baker's, Plainview is 5, Smyre 2. Now moving back over to 11 and 12. They're finishing up the 10th frame over on 11, Shallow Water. Right now they're 114 in the first part of the 10th with a spare working. Gets 9, so they're going to shoot. Okay, hold on everything. I got to go check this. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Number 50, yours is ready to go. Number 50, yours is ready at the grill.
Okay, I just had to check because Shallow Water is minus a bowler. Shallow Water shot 123 to Coronado 75, so they will get the points. All right, so right now the points are Shallow Water 7, Coronado 2. Got to have 9 points to win, so Shallow Water wins one more game. They win the match. On 13 and 14, Plainview has started with the front 3. Smyre's just bowled the first frame, did gutter with a 9, with an 8. Cole Cambanus with just a 6-pin. Trey Gayton leaves just a 4-pin on lane 13. Cole Cambanus for his spare conversion does not convert. Trey does pick up his 4-pin, so that keeps them clean through 4. A little scoring action. All right. Eli takes the 10-pin off the rack. Looks like Avery McCulley is going to be up on lane 11 to lead off shallow water. Coronado is already in the second frame. All right, Sebastian Beltran keeps it going. They are clean through 5, so they're 107 in the 5th with a spare working. Smyer is 38 in the 3rd. Donovan Marino on lane 12 takes 3 off the right. Oh, they're going to keep Domino and just leaving a 5-pin. That's interesting. Chloe Horns talking about this 2-pin. Donovan Marino looks like he's going to get his spare, and he does. Lola Bridges has got a 7-pin over there. That's going to bring up Jonathan Solis on lane 12. Chloe Horn still talking about this 2-pin. I don't know what she's talking about, but Jonathan leaves just a 5-pin. Everybody's hands go up. Dueling 5-pins here. Yep, everybody's hands go up. Dueling 5-pins. Actually, kind of looks like a 2-pin. I don't know what's going on with Chloe. All right. Chloe finally threw at it, and she got it. I'm sorry about that. I had questions. Plainview started with 5 clean, and then they've gone 9 miss, 9 miss, 9 miss. Kind of opening the door for Smyer here to get something going. Eli Martinez up on lane 12. They're kind of rumbling through. Wyatt Bartles with a 3-pin left standing. Maybe Trey can shut the door here. He does. Crosses over and gets all of them to go. So Trey gets a strike in the 9th. That's 151 in the 9th with a spare working. Smyer's got some work to do. They can't afford any more opens. And they get that one to go down. Eli does not convert his spare. Lola dances up there and leaving 1-3-5. No, 1-3-8. Sebastian Beltran leaving a 3-6. Or is that Angel? I get Sebastian and Angel mixed up. Maddie St. Clair for Smyer with a 10-pin. All right, Maddie, you're going to have to bear down. You need to pick this one up. Donovan Marino with a 10-pin spare conversion on 12. Let's see what he can do with it. Looks like he's going to get it. And he does. He's happy about that. Aiden Carter stepping up on 11. They need to get something going. Coronado, they're behind 7-2. They need to win this game. They have to win out. Aiden Carter with a big strike. That brings up Aiden Caravelle. All right. That's just a 6-pin over there on 14 for Kessler Gonzalez. Bowling in the 4th. No bowling in the 9th. Sorry. All right. Shallow Water is 71 in the 11th with a strike working. And Aiden just takes 3 off the right. That's not what you want to see happen. Kessler does pick that up. So they are 97 in the 9th with a spare working. Shallow Water is 91 in the 9th. 90 in the 9th. Nope. 81 in the 9th with a strike working. And Aiden picks up his spare. They are down 6 with a spare. Oh, it's going to get tight here. Zoe needs to convert this. She needs to convert this. Okay, they're 13 pins up. All right, he gets them all to go. It's 111. It's tied right now. There you go. All right. Coronado is going to win this game. Shallow Water shoots 101. All right, so all right, Plainview shoots 179 in the first game. Chloe Horn they are 120 in the 8th with whatever happens here. She does not convert, so Plainview is going to win this game. Best they can do, shoot is 158, so Plainview is going to win this game. Going to get the points. It's going to be 7-2 after this game. Shallow Water and Coronado. Shallow Water shoots 101. Coronado shoots 121. Coronado gets the points. The points are 7-4, and Coronado is down 28 pins on totals. But Coronado has to win out to win the match. Shallow Water wins one game, and they have won the match. They're switching sides now. So they're bowling on the opposite lane. So Coronado will be on 11, Shallow Water on 12. And Wyatt Bartles is still finishing up their first game on 13 and 14. Got a double. With another strike, they shoot 168, which will put them down by no. That'll put them 158. That'll put them down 21 pins to totals. Avery McCulley with a 10 pin. Eli Martinez is going to lead off for Coronado on 11. Wyatt Bartles for his 3-bagger and gets it to go. So they do. They shoot 158 to 179 for Plainview. So Smyre is down 21 pins. They're going to have to make a big comeback. Very similar scores to what's going on 11 and 12 right now. All right. Plainview and Smyre are starting their second game. Plainview with bedposts. 7-10 split. Oh, one fell. 7-pin fell. Maddie St. Clair for Smyre. Going to lead off on 14. Donovan Marino leaving the 5-8. Well, the 8 fell down, so it's just a 5-pin. Maddie leaving just a 7. Donovan does not pick up his spare. Lola Bridges on lane 12, right down the middle. And it fades off for a 1-2-4-7. Kessler Gonzalez for Coronado on lane 11. Maddie St. Clair to pick up her 7-pin on 14. Okay, that's odd. 11 and 12. Look at that. 1-3-6-10 versus 1-2-4-7. Lola. She gets them all to go. Kessler's turn. Maddie does not convert her spare. Smyre's got to win out too at this point. So both Coronado and Smyre have to win out to win the match. They got to make a big comeback. Aiden Caravale. Oh, doesn't hook out of the gray boards, Aiden. Stone 9 for Cole Camdenus. Zoe Hardage. I'm not going to say anything about that. Aiden Caravale. Okie dokie. That hurts. KJ Brandon with a 10-pin. Aiden Carter, love tap on the 9-pin, and it goes down. Jonathan Solis with a little baby split, 3-10. KJ Brandon does not convert over on 14. Avery McCulley on lane 12, double dribbles. That ball is going to hook. Oh, maybe it's not going to, and it strikes. The double dribble works. Maybe she should chunk it into the ground more often. Eli Martinez for his 10-pin. All right, my phone is ringing. So I am not going to answer that right now. Sorry about that. Chloe Horn stepping up on the 4th. And rips through the nose and leaves just a 3-pin. Nahima Gayton. Man, she gets that a lot of revs on that backup ball. Interesting lead. 4-7-8. Lola Bridges on lane 12. Gets them all to go down. Aiden Caravero with a 3-9. Kessler Gonzalez. Got a spare working. And he just leaves a 3-pin. They're going to need every stick. And Aiden does not convert. So here's where we are. Well, right now, Shallow Water is 78 in the 9th with nothing, with an open. Kessler Gonzalez picks up his spare. So they are 73 in the 9th with a spare working. It's going to come down to this. It's first ball in the 10th for Zoe. And pretty much going head-to-head with Aiden Carter right now, who leaves a 4-pin. Zoe needs pins here. And I think she knows it. And she Greek churches. That's what we call that split, folks. That's going to hurt. The only thing that can help her right now is if Aiden does not convert this 4-pin. And he's probably going to do it, and he does. That's going to close out the game and the match. Unless somehow Zoe can convert. They were tied, so Zoe will have to convert this to have any chance. And that is a tough split, and she's going to go right between them. That's going to give them the game and the match. All right, it's all going to come down to points on 11 and 12 at this point. Coronado is down to Shallow Water 9-4. It only takes 9 points to win. 17 points total. First 1 to 9 wins. Shallow Water is at 9. It's 9-4. So it's the only thing we're playing for now is how many points do they get? So we'll focus our attention more on 13 and 14 now.
Chelsea, number 52.
So right now, Plainview is 93 in the sixth with an open. And Spire is 74 in the sixth with a open. Jonathan Solis leaving a 1-3-8. And Cole Cambanus has got himself a 1-3-6. Spire really needs to convert this. And they do not, leaving just the head pin. So that kind of puts them behind the 8 ball here. Especially after Jonathan Solis gets his spare, that kind of puts him in the driver's seat. They're going to be 102 in the 8th, in the 7th with a spare working versus 83 in the 7th with an open. Nahima Gayton up on 13. KJ Brandon with a big split over there at 14. That doesn't help. And Nahima wants to shut the door on Smire with a big strike. They're 123 in the 8th right now with a strike working. And depending on what he does here, they're going to be at 90-something in the 8th. And at 91 in the 8th with an open. Boy, with a strike right here for Plainview, not only will that shut the door, but maybe shut the match and gets them to go. That's going to shut the door and the match. The best Smire can do right now is 151, and Plainview's already 143 in the 9th with a double. So looks like Plainview's going to take this game and the match. That 9 right there was a good count. Avery McCulley with her spare attempt. Backs off of it. Oh boy, bedpost for Wyatt. Oh no, that's a big 4. Big 4. And the field goal is good. Smire shoots 107. All right, over here on 13 and 14, Plainview leads Smyre 9-2 with a 96-pin lead on totals. They've already won the match. It depends on points. They're going to switch sides. 11-12, they're in their last game. Only thing in doubt is point situation. Aiden Carter with another strike. He's been on a roll. Zoe Hardage. Oh, goodness gracious. That's not fair. I understand one, but not two. Maddie St. Clair. For Smyre, going to lead them off. Plainview starts with a strike. Get over there. All right, 6-10. Jonathan Solis. Oh my goodness, that headband was a rocket. Avery McCauley over on lane 12. Zoe Hardage with another split. Oh, wow, that's the split, same split she had earlier. And she gets one over. That's good. See what Jonathan does. Jonathan gets one. Avery McCulley almost got them all to go. All right, Maddie. We work on this every Tuesday. You got this. Eli Martinez over on the lane 11. 139. No, it's not the way we practice this. Now, Hema Gayton on lane 14. A lot of loft. Leaving just a 6-pin. She's using that loft to get the ball to hook a little bit later. If you're wondering why she's doing that. As the day progresses, instead of her moving right, which she doesn't like to do, she just throws the ball up in the air a little bit. Gets the ball. The ball can't hook when it's in the air. Good spare. Aiden Caravelle on lane 12. I think I got that one right. That was the best one I've done all night. Got it to the dry. So, okay, here's what happened there. It's not that the ball is not hooking. It's physics, folks. It's the ball gets to the dry area and hooks and uses up all of its energy to hook, and then the ball just goes straight. So the key in what he needs to do is move left and get the ball a little bit more in the oil so it doesn't lose its energy, and then still hooks a little bit further down the lane. He's getting it to the right too soon, which is causing the ball to hook too early and then losing all of its energy so it can't hook anymore down the lane. So the ball hooks and rolls. There's 3 different phases in bowling ball. We call it the skid, the hook, and the roll. The ball skids in the oil. It hooks when it's dry until it has used up all of its energy, and then the ball tumbles forward and it rolls. Skid, hook, and roll. So Aiden's ball is not skidding far enough because then it's hooking too early and then it's rolling out too fast, which means it's not going to get back to the pocket. So he needs to get the ball in the oil a little bit. Wyatt Bartles, there's a little education on bowling for you. All right, Wyatt's got the same problem. He got it to the dry area, which is the outside part of the lane. Got it there too early. The ball didn't skid enough, hooked too early, and then just rolled out and went straight. I am a sea of wealth, useless knowledge. That's why you see bowlers on, well, PBA Tour and even here in League at Whitewood. As the day progresses and the front part of the lane doesn't have any oil anymore, you'll see us move left to try to find some oil. Oil is your friend. Chloe Horn on lane 13 with just a 7-pin. And right now, the front part of the lane is beat up pretty bad, especially over here on 13 and 14. Well, even on 11 and 12. The front part of the lane to the right is beat up pretty bad. There's no oil over there. And so the ball is just hooking too early. A bowling ball will only hook so much. It will not continue to hook forever. If you watch the bowling ball, if you see some of the bowlers with balls that have a lot of color to them, you'll be able to see that ball hook and then just start rolling forward. All right, they are finished on 11 and 12. Shallow Water shoots 102. Coronado shoots 92. So Shallow Water is going to win the match 13-4. Oh, I had that backwards. Oh, okay. Hold everything. I had that backwards. Sorry about that. I had it backwards. Shallow Water shoots 92. Coronado shoots 102. And so Shallow Water wins the match 11-6 by my calculations. Yep, that's right. 11-6. You can go ahead and turn it in down there. Coronado put up a valiant fight, but Shallow Water wins their second match in a row. Took it down there, but mine's right too. All right. Moving back to 13 and 14, where the match is 9-2, Plainview over Smyre. Right now, Smyre is 54 in the fifth, with the spare working. Plainview is 89 in the fifth with the spare working, but they are already into the 8th frame where they are at 104 in the 7th with the spare working. And Nahima has gotten 5. And she does not convert, only gets 3 out of that. So they are going to be 112 in the 8th is Plainview. That's a unique spare that Maddie's left, and she's going to keep them up there. I need to look at this here. That 5 pin was not there. All right. Sebastian Beltran with a strike in the 9th for Plainview. That'll bring up Trey Gayton. Crosses over, even the 3-6. Cole Cambanus on lane 13. First one didn't make it out of the gutter. Second one didn't make it out of the gutter. That's going to be 0 for that friend. Bring it up, KJ Brandon. Trey chops it. Well, it gave them a little bit of an opening, but 140 for Plainview. Let's see here. With a spare here. I got to do some math. That's 80, 60. All right. With a spare here, Meyer will have to strike out to shoot 144. Plainview's already in the clubhouse right now with 140. Oh, no. No, that's right. 144. So they have to strike out. Meyer has to strike out to win this game. Wyatt Bartles stepping up in the 9th. That means I don't know who is going to bowl the 10th. Is that Chloe? Oh, he didn't do it. So they are not going to win this game. It's going to be a rough day for Smyer. They battled pretty hard in individuals. It was close. But Plainview is just going to be too much for them here at the end. Wyatt picks up his spare. Best they can do is 133. Right now, Plainview is in the clubhouse with 140. We're going on 3 hours for this live stream. Chloe Horn, she has moved deep inside, and it is not turning the corner for her. One, 4, 248. On 11 and 12, that gives Shallowater back-to-back wins. They ought to be happy about that. Chloe does pick up her spare. Going to do some rack maintenance over there. Well, I was getting a little update on the grudge match over here on 15 and 16 with Cooper Varsity against Cooper JV. Cooper JV held themselves very, very well, but they finally were defeated by the varsity team 10-7. The question was posed, if the JV team beat the varsity, should that mean that they are the new varsity team? Probably not, but the JV battle. 10-7 in our matches is close. That's one game, folks. That's all it takes. I mean, the only way to get any closer is 9-8, and that is one game as well. All right, they're starting their last game here with Plainview Smyre. I didn't see what Smyre shot the last game, but I do know that Plainview won the point. And they got a fairly decent lead right now in totals. Right now it is 11-2 Plainview. Jonathan Solis up on lane 14. Cole Camden is on lane 13 with a little split here. And that is the second time I've seen that today. 278 hits the 8 into the 7. That's the second time I've seen that happen today. That's rare. Jonathan Solis does pick up his spare. We're getting down to the end of this, folks. Sorry about that. A little bit of work going on right now. Communicating with some of my staff members in different places. We're just waiting for 13 and 14 to finish up. Find out what the point total is. I may have to leave a little early. But we still got 7 people online right now watching the Smyre Plainview match, so I'll go as long as I possibly can. Trey Gayton in the 4th does pick up his spare. I'm wondering who is going to be Sebastian, I guess, is going to be, or is this Angel? Angel Estrada going to finish up today. And they keep falling for Chloe Horn. Chloe Horn's going to pick that up. That's a good spare for her. I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to start kind of packing things up a little bit, and I will finish off with the totals here in a little bit. You just keep on watching. Plainview is on the right lane, and Smyre is on the left. Plainview has already won this match right now. It's 11-2. If they win this game, which they are currently leading Smyre right now, they win this game, they'll win totals. And it will be 15-2, but we'll see how it finishes up. Goodbye. Okie dokie. I've done as much as I possibly could. And keep the live stream going.
John Party of 2, your lanes are ready at the front desk. John Party of 2. And David Party of 1, your lanes are ready at the front desk. David Party of 1.
Cole Cambanus is going to be stepping up on 13. Jonathan Solis over on 14. Got just a 10 pin for him to pick up. He's going to throw a backup ball at it. And it doesn't hook enough. Still a little bit of doubt here. They're 112 in the 7th. Smyer is going to be 79 in the 7th. 3 frames left. Naima Gayton. She didn't quite catch all of that one, leaving the 136. Ooh, with the brother-in-law. It's got a 9 pin back there. KJ Brandon finishes out his day with a strike. He's got to be pleased with that. It's a good way to end it. Wyatt Bartles is going to step up in the 9th. Right now they're 89 in the 8th with the strike working. Depends on what Nahima is going to do here with her little mess that she's got on her plate. Oh, with the backup ball, she's got a chance on this. Wyatt Bartles right down Broadway. Misses head pin left. 139. Naima does not convert. That makes things a little more interesting. That gives them 120 in the 8th. With a spare here, that will give them 99 in the 8th. So they're still down 21 pins. Is Smyer. Trey Gayton in the 9th. Says, no, you are not taking this game either. So Sebastian Beltran will close it out for Plainview. Chloe Horn over here on 13, closing it out, and a stone 8. That's no fun. They actually wrote a book about that. Still got a few people finishing out this long day of bowling. We're 3 hours in right now. Chloe Horn does not convert her spare. They're going to shoot 116. Just not Smyer's day. Plainview's already $150 with a double. All right. Sebastian's trying to strike out here for a 180 for Plainview. So Plainview is going to win this match 15-2. Horsemeyer. 1 ball left to go. I want to thank you guys for watching West Texas High School Bowling Channel. Glad you guys had an opportunity to watch the kids bowl. Thanks to you that were in the chat that mentioned you were watching. We are finished here at Whitewood Lanes. We will see you next weekend. We hope. We do not know if we're going to have a live stream in Plainview, but we're going to give it a shot. And we may be live from Plainview next weekend. So thank you very much for this Saturday, and we will see you real soon. You've been watching the WTHSBC YouTube channel.